I mean, speaking of amazing, it is time to introduce our guest. Would you like to do the honors?
I would love to, Paris. Ladies and gentlemen, from the county of Le Sueur and the town of Cleveland, Minnesota, welcome Jack Stoughton, the amazing Magical Jack.
So, Cleveland, Minnesota. I have to admit, I don't know where that is. Where is Cleveland, and what kind of a town is it?
Well, Cleveland is between Mankato and St. Peter. And actually, I live just outside of Cleveland and at the Middle Lake Jefferson with my wife, Linda, and my dog, Mitzi.
Is Cleveland, is it a large town?
Oh, Cleveland is a small town, but it's a small town of wonderful people.
This might be a silly question, but how did you get the name Amazing Magic Jack?
Well, it happened about 5 or 6 years ago when I got an interview from a newspaper up north. And they asked, well, what is your name? And I said, Magic Jack. And he says, why don't we call you the Amazing Magic Jack? And I said, great. And you know, in the newspaper it said the Amazing Magic Jack is coming to North Minnesota.
Oh, wow.
And that's how it stuck.
Do we call you Jack, Magic Jack, Mr. Stoughton? What do we call you?
Well, many call me the Amazing Magic Jack, but you can call me by my first name, Amazing.
Oh, I'm changing my name. How about that?
The Amazing Prairie Ann.
The Amazing Prairie Ann. How many years have you been doing magic?
Well, I've been doing magic for over 12 years, professionally.
Wow.
And I've been taught by many professional magicians. Luckily, I know a few, and they taught me, and we exchanged things, and here I am.
So do you do any name dropping?
Yeah.
If you said that you've trained under professional magicians, can you drop us a few names?
Well, some of the people are Fred Bash and Tyler Erickson, but I also I've gone to many different conferences and so forth, and I've seen David Copperfield and Lance Burton and Chris Angel and Mike Finney and all those kinds of people, and they've given me a lot lot
Wow. And they never tell secrets, right?
We never tell secrets. We take an oath.
Kiss and tell.
Okay.
Not like Nicole,
exactly.
anyway.
Don't even get me started. So here's a secret that you need to tell us. Where did you get the coat? The sport coat. Where did you get it?
Amazing.
Well, I'll tell you.
It is.
I'm glad you noticed it, because, you know, it's recycle is what my wife belongs to. Yes.
Yes.
And, you know, I had a coat like this and a coat like this hanging in my closet. It was too small, so my wife says, I'll put it together and make a big coat out of it, and it fits real well. Same thing with my vest. And another thing about recycle, you know, you get a hole in your stocking. Well, I throw the one away, but then I keep the other. And look at this.
Two different socks.
Two different socks.
I think I'm going to start.
Exactly.
I might start a trend in style.
I think what you've done, what your wife has done with the jacket and vest is
amazing.
Truly amazing, because when your clothes shrink in your closet, look what you can do with them.
Exactly. Come up with an entirely new outfit.
Yeah, and a different wardrobe all the time.
Well, thank you. I'm going to tell that to her. Of course, maybe she'll see it on TV too.
Hopefully she'll be watching you on TV. So were you interested in this as a young child too? You said you've been doing it professionally for 12 years, but has it always been a passion of yours?
Well, I think magic is something people like at all ages.
I think so.
And it kind of just grew and grew at me. You know, when I became grandpa, magic became pretty important to the grandkids.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's when I started magic and working with some of the professionals in the magic field.
Wow. I think everybody has sort of dabbled in magic. Did you know, Prairie Ann, and you probably didn't, that when I was a kid, I would hold magic shows in my parents' garage?
I did not know that.
I did. See, I think everybody. I was not the magician's assistant. I was the magician.
So where do you perform your magic, and who do you perform to? What kind of audience do you prefer?
You know, magic is loved by all ages, so I perform for young students and older people. A couple of weeks ago, I was at Cortland Elementary School for their 150th anniversary of the school. And then I went to an assisted living facility in New Ulm. And next week I'll be at a banquet, and I'll be at a library, and I'll be at a school up in Woodbury.
Everybody.
And can you be hired to do birthday parties? Do you do children's birthday parties?
Oh, I do children's birthday parties. Just everything. I've been in a casino and Mall of America, and you know what? I love them all.
Just where anybody needs a little bit of magic, right?
Exactly.
You'll be there.
Well,
and lots of smiles.
Speaking of magic, what exactly is a magician? Because you hear magician, you hear illusionist, you hear...
Oh, yeah. Well, magicians like to call themselves an illusionist. and they create illusions. And I have something right here.
So
because,
is it more than sleight of hand?
oh,
or?
yes. You know,
Okay.
an illusion is something that, when you look at it, you don't see it. It's someplace else.
Okay.
And it's very, very confusing. So that's why I brought some of these ropes along to show you. For instance, this is what I call my long rope. And this is what I call a short rope. Do you see that?
Yes.
And this is what I call kind of a medium-sized rope. But it's not. It's an illusion. It only looks like a long rope and a short rope and a medium-sized rope. But actually, they're 3 ropes the same size. And it's very, very confusing. I get confused myself sometimes because I look at the 3 ropes
And
the
he's
same
doing it
size
in
like this.
he's doing it in front of us.
Yes.
And we're confused.
And
It is not
then-
a TV thing.
Yeah, it's a long rope
It
and a
is an
short rope. and a
illusion. Oh
medium-
my gosh.
But you know, you could help me out too, just with this. Let me grab this here, because here's an instruction book, and here it is.
Did it take you a long time to learn the art of illusion?
I'll show you right now. Would
Okay,
you just
we can
hold
do
these 3
that.
ropes just in a big fist? Just hold them like that, because in the directions, it says the 3 ropes that you just saw, that were the same size, that's not real. And the 3 ropes that were different size, that's not real.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Just open that up.
Okay,
My
open
hand?
it. Paris,
Yeah.
you
I'm
can
afraid.
open your hand
Hold on
now.
to
My
it.
hand.
Because
It's
really,
all one.
one long rope. And that's the illusion. And thanks for being my assistant.
Holy cow. This time
Wow.
I was the assistant.
Well, you know what, Paris? If Cousin John ever decides to get rid of us, we can go on the road with Amazing
can.
Magic Jack.
yeah,
that
Oh,
would be
wouldn't
fun,
that-
wouldn't it?
We
Oh,
would be
that would be
amazing
great.
assistants.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what are some of your most interesting memories?
Oh, I have some, you know, I've been an educator, and I've been in theater, and also I've done a lot of magic. And I can tell you some of the interesting things. You know, when I was in education, I was Teacher of the Year. And I remember one memory that's fond for me is that when I was invited to the Rose Garden, and President Reagan presented me with an educational award.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
awesome.
But in theater, I was the King and the King and I. And also I was on stage with Otter Times and Otter Fields with Garrison Keillor.
Oh, wow.
Wow, so, but
That would be fun.
Yeah.
in magic, some of the fond memories is that when I go to conventions and I compete at different contests, I won in 9 different contests. And the most important one I won is 2013 America's Funniest Magician.
Oh, that's-
That was a
And where
wonderful
was that
honor.
Wow.
contest held?
That was held up in Bloomington, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
So were you judged by your peers or?
Well,
other,
we had
you know,
special people, magicians, you know, that judge people because they were clowns and magicians and storytellers and all
So
kinds of
then
people.
they break you up into different categories?
Well,
and,
no,
or
they didn't.
Just
They
kind
just
of
had us all
together?
there and said, who's the funniest?
Oh, that's
And I
Okay.
did it. A lot of people, you know, use nice, shiny linking rings and so forth. Well, I brought my barbed wire linking rings, and we
fun.
got all tangled up, but it turned out all right, and everybody laughed, and I
That's
won.
awesome.
And you won.
You had mentioned that you're an educator. Do you also teach? Do you teach magic?
Yes, I teach magic to the beginning students in magic.
That would be
And I do it up in Northfield, and I do it in St. Peter, and in April I'm going to do it after school in Faribault, teaching
wow.
magic for beginners. And they learn to do magic tricks that they can take home and show their parents and show their relatives and so forth, and even their classmates. But you know what?
Wow.
It's giving them the experience and the confidence.
And the confidence. Even if it's just the confidence of standing up and doing something in front of people. I think
Exactly,
that's really
yeah.
difficult.
Will you be able to show us a few more magic tricks today?
Oh, I
Would that
brought
be
some
possible?
along.
Did you bring some along for us?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
And
Uh-oh.
would one of you be my assistant too?
Well,
I'll get
yeah,
my. I'll-
we'll fight for
I was
that.
gonna
Oh,
say.
wow,
Fight for
you know,
that.
I already was. If you wanted to, it's up
Okay.
to you.
Well, I'll
Okay.
give another one. I'll give 2. One with both of you and one with just one of you.
Okay,
How'd that be?
yay.
Okay, I'll go and change and
Okay.
I'll get my magic things out here in just a second.
Hey, Paris, while Jack is getting set up to do the magic tricks with us, how about we do a report from outside Swine
Bonnie P. Silage here, reporter from Sweet Swine County. My colleagues and I are excited to present a series of stories about our neighboring towns and counties, their points of interest and business, so take a look. Located in Cherokee County, Aurelia Lumber Company in Aurelia, Iowa, was established in March of 1992 by Bruce and Carla Peterson. A full-line building center, Aurelia Lumber Company carries all types of building materials, including lumber, plywood, shingles, insulation, and sheetrock for homeowners and contractors alike. Bruce manages the business with the help of Carla and their son Lee. Bruce handles all the lumber buying and most of the material estimates while Lee manages the office as well as specializes in Anderson windows. Their knowledgeable staff of 3 works hard to give the customer quality, friendly service. Their motto is no job too big, no order too small, we're here to service one and all. In 2002, the couple expanded their business and bought Maple Valley Hardware, offering their customers hardware and paying for all their home fix-up needs. Aurelia Lumber Company has 3 trucks to get your orders to you on time, and they deliver up to 50 miles. Aurelia Lumber Company is proud to serve the Aurelia area and welcomes you to stop in whenever you are in town. Aurelia Lumber Company, Aurelia, Iowa.
Hi, Prairie Ann here. You probably know me from that hit talk show, The Women of Sweet Swine County, but I'm not here to talk about me today. My fellow celebrities and I have discovered some incredible counties and towns in our neighboring communities that you're sure to want to learn about. Let's take a look. Located in Buena Vista County, Peterson Jewelry of Elta, Iowa is the first to open its doors in 1932 when Lawrence Peterson purchased the jewelry business from A.C. Rader. Lawrence had worked for Thorpe Jewelry in Sioux City and moved with his wife Ellen to establish Peterson Jewelry in Alta. Their son Ron attended Elgin Watchmakers School in Elgin, Illinois, and joined his father in the family business in 1954. With a tradition of quality service, Todd Peterson, the 3rd generation, started working in the store in 1979, and in the early 1980s, the Petersons expanded the business to include buying and selling of old coins, silver, and gold. Then in 2012, Neil Peterson started working at Peterson Jewelry after graduating from Buena Vista University in Storm Lake, Iowa, with a business degree, making him the 4th generation of Petersons to join the business. Today, Peterson Jewelry offers quality jewelry, Seiko, Pulsar watches and clocks, stained glass lamps, and gift items. Ron specializes in watch repair, while Todd and Neil repair clocks and buy and sell the precious metals. Celebrating over 80 years in the jewelry business, Ron, Todd, and Neil Peterson invite you to experience the quality inventory and expert service Peterson Jewelry is known for. We salute Peterson Jewelry for generations of service to the Elta community. Peterson Jewelry, Elta, Iowa. Oh, we're back, Paris. I don't know about this. Oh, Jack, I don't know.
Well,
this looks kind of scary.
I'm excited.
Just a hand chopper, and I'm a professional, so you don't have to worry about a thing. Hand chopper or not. Oh, just a minute. There's something in here.
Oh, let's throw
that was
out.
from the last one, but I tinkered with it and I got all the mistakes out of it and so forth. But first, I want to show you that this is.
I felt it.
This is real.
It is
solid here. And we're gonna, well, just put your hand in there just like that, and don't worry about it because you know I'm a professional.
Do you know what
and
you're doing,
gonna put,
Jack?
Well,
kind
we're gonna do it again. Are you ready?
Can I catch it?
Oh, it'll go right into. Oh, let's put it like this so it catches right into that.
Look.
Yes. And here it goes. Oh my goodness.
Are you okay? Oh.
Oh, I think we can put that back on. Yes. Here it is. Good as new. Boy, let's give her a hand. Isn't she great?
I'm a little woozy from that.
Oh, we're gonna
wow,
do
Jack, you're amazing. That's how we got Amazing Jack.
Yes, and we're going to do another trick with using both of you this time.
Okay.
You ready for it? We're going to have to make some moves and move this back a little bit.
If you don't
And
care.
I'm going to have to take off my jacket.
Okay.
And
get all sparkly on us.
yes.
Ooh, fancy.
Okay, you want me here, Jack? Is that where you want me?
Yes, that's just fine. And my vest, because we're going to do a Houdini escape.
Ooh.
Yes, but you know.
That sounds good, doesn't
Yes,
it?
instead
Who
of-
doesn't like a little Houdini?
Right.
Wow.
Right, yes. But you know,
Okay.
Houdini did it in a box or underwater or
Yeah,
something like
underwater.
this. And I'm going to show you.
Like in a
right
coffin
before-
with
yeah,
chains
yeah,
wrapped
right.
around them. And you got the chains here for the Houdini
And
thing.
we're going to do it right.
Okay. Are you
right
going to put the
before your
chains around
eyes, right
Paris, or are we
before
going to
your
put the
eyes.
chains around
Yes.
you?
Would you pick up those chains
Okay.
and just kind of check and make sure they're solid
Both of
and they're
them, Jack?
strong?
You used to pick up both
Yeah,
of
just
them?
kind of, yes, just kind of
Okay.
pull a little bit. Are they solid? Are they
They're
strong?
solid. They
yeah,
look
let's lay
solid
it back
to
down
me.
again, just like they were.
Okay.
Ladies, just like that, yes.
Okay.
And what I'm going to
Straighten
do
them
is
out
I'm going
well.
to try to grab right about into the middle of these two chains,
Okay.
just like that, and I'm going to pick them up and I'm going to put them behind my back. And right now, would you grab one of those chains?
Just one of them?
Yeah, just hold it just kind of loose like
Okay.
that. And
Okay.
would you grab one of those others? Yeah, good.
It's
good.
loose?
Yep, just loose
Hold
like that.
tight but loose.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's good. That's
Wow.
perfect. Now I'm going to wrap this around me one more time so it's really wrapped, just like Houdini would. Would you hold on to that one? And would you hold on to that one? As you can see now, that the only way for me to escape is if I jump up, if I go down, or if that chain goes through my stomach.
Ooh.
So on the count of 3, I want you to pull as hard as you can.
Okay, Ferris,
And
can
see
we do it?
if you can prevent me from getting loose. 1, 2, 3, go! And that's right.
Wow.
It went right through
How did
me.
we do that?
Well, that's one of those illusions I've been talking about.
Huh.
But let's give them a hand. And thank you very much. Boy,
Very cool.
you're a great
Thank you, Jack.
assistant.
Yay.
Thank you.
That was awesome. No blood.
Well, Cousin John, we're going on the road.
We are, see
Sorry. See ya.
We've got the signal that we have to go, but before we do, I heard that you aren't just Minnesota-based, you go to Iowa as well.
Oh, I go to Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, South
Wow.
Dakota. So I go around quite a bit.
I hate to say this, but I am getting the signal that we need to wrap it up. So that's it for today, everybody. And remember, we share small town stories with big town attitude, for we are the women of Sweet Swine.